Good morning, everyone. This is Scott Wyman. Welcome back to day 2 of my email series on Groove.CM. Today, we're going to look at Groove funnels and Groove pages to see how they will work for your business. In Groove.CM, these platforms are linked together as there's definitely some crossover in how web pages and funnels are built. As stated yesterday, a free member like you will be allowed up to 3 sites or funnels. As a paid member or one that has taken the lifetime access offer, you can have unlimited sites. What I'm going to do is show you a bit here. So if you take a look, this is a version of the free member site, and you go into Groove Pages, Groove Funnels. Again, they're together. You can see that I put together a lead page. You can create 2 more sites. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click New Site. Once I click New Site, you can see that there are a variety of templates here. The challenge of being uh, a free user is that you'll see this premium sign, and there's a bunch of those. So you have to scroll down until you can find something that's, well, not a free sign or a premium sign. So let's say we take this one and preview it so we can see what it actually is, and looks pretty good. I prefer to use templates, mainly because they're professionally designed, and quite frankly, they're already mobile. Like all of the different types of devices, they're already optimized for those devices. So I'm going to put lead 2 because I'm not very creative, and I'm going to say start building. So as a free member, you must provide your own domain name, and that'll be necessary when you publish later on. But as you can see, the page itself has come up. Uh, if we go over to the icon, the profile icon, you can see my account under here. And this is where you're going to adjust your domain settings. When this comes up, you can come over here to domains, and under domains, your custom domains, you can manage those here. When you click manage, when you select that, add a domain, follow the 5 steps, and you'll be in business when it's time to publish your pages. So what I'm going to do is hit cancel here and go back in here and explain a little bit about this. Um, One of the best things about Groove, in my opinion, is that there's SEO layouts that are they're just there. They're on-site or on-page SEO, and on-page SEO is fairly easy once you get used to it, but you got to know what you're doing and where to put things. So if you recognize it, or if you don't know what I'm talking about, look up SEO, some of the parameters of it, like the H1, H2 heading tags, um, things of that nature, the open graph for social media placement, the picture, the descriptions, the meta pictures, or the meta description, the meta title, so on and so forth. But if we go into here, we can go under blocks, and you can see that each of these are put together in blocks. So I'm not giving you a tutorial. I'm just going to show you a little bit, some of the finer points. Under blocks, you have a variety of very useful tools called action buttons. If you click this, you can see you can drag and drop these into the places on the page that you want. So as you go down further, you'll have things like countdown timers, which countdown timers are fun because it creates a sense of urgency, which is, from a sales perspective, one of the things that you have to do no matter what the process is. I formerly was a professional salesperson. Not that anything about me matters right now, but it was something that if we could develop a need and a timeline for a client or prospective client, it made it easier for them to make the decision that was in their best interest, whether it was my product or not. So just to give you an idea, you can add checkout forms to these. A fantastic tool because that's just going into a sales funnel or a lead page, and you have these choices to be able to to monetize your funnels. You can monetize a lead page, put a thank you form in, and in the thank you form, give them an offer or redirect them to an offer from the thank you form if you want, or have it as part of the bottom. But there are various ways to get this information, to build your email list, to go out and maximize um, the digital marketing portion of your business, whether you're a brick and mortar store or not. These are fantastic tools to be able to make your business better, to make your business more profitable. So the next thing I want to talk about are the elements. So if we get into the elements, and I skipped a lot in the block, so this is stuff that, again, this is not a tutorial. This is something, go in, take a look at it. There are far better people like David Lemon that can do tutorials all day long, but his videos are 2 hours long and I can't do that. So I go in and try to pick and choose. Don't get me wrong, love David. He has so much knowledge. It's amazing. I personally cannot sit there for 2 hours. So I will skip and jump and look through the 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 whole script so I can figure out what is the transcript, so I can figure out what he's saying, when he's saying it, where I need to be, and then skip to that part of the video. Um, so if we go down further, you can see here, you can see the H1 tag, H2 tag, or headings. You can put those into where you want them to be. So again, on-site SEO is incredibly important. So if we go in here, and we go down a little bit further, we start to see all the various containers that you can put in here, like buttons, for example, but a link with texts, and you can put in your, if you're an affiliate, you put in your affiliate link, and it's just a button like you put in buy now, click here, uh, I want this now, or, whatever attracts your people. You can also incorporate videos into all of your pages, and this video player template is one of the most useful tools I found so far, and you'll see it in the emails that you're probably going to get from me uh, just for this course alone, and we'll take it from there. So you have forms, check boxes, but you can embed checkouts wherever you're going. And this is something that ties in to your payment processing system that you're going to load into this as well. And it's not specifically under here, it would be under Groove.CM, and we'll talk about that at another time. So the devices you want to do, one thing I wanted to mention, when you put or make changes, you're applying changes to all devices when this is clicked. If you only want to do the specific, like the desktop device you're using, do it here. However, I suggest leaving this on because these mobile devices, those are those will make up 60% of your traffic. People viewing your material will most likely be viewing it on a mobile device. So you want to optimize for those devices. 60% is a huge number, and you want to take every opportunity you can to be able to capture potential clients as quickly as possible. If we move down here a little bit further, you can see that there's an integration for Groove Webinar, and you can see that the integrations are actually they're put in color so that you can see them. Here's a couple more things that I want to show you. Here, the Groove apps, the registration for Groove Webinar, Groove Sal, and we'll get into again that more later. But here's the one that I use the most, and it's Groove Mail Form. And what this does is you create a form in Groove Mail, and that form you can link to and automate. You can link to an email response or an email sequence or a broadcast or whatever you want it to be. So once the person fills in, you're customizing the form. So they fill in their first name, their email address, and that starts the process. It triggers something in GrooveMail to start sending them your information. If I could show it to you, I would, but for now, what we're doing is just going over this. So absolutely fantastic tool. And as we get through this, let's see, I think that's all I really wanted to talk about here, other than making sure that you look up SEO and you optimize for it for on site or on page SEO, and you look up off page as well. There are a few more things that you can do to help placement of your sites, and I think it's in everybody's best interest to understand that. So for tomorrow, are you an affiliate marketer? Do you want to automate your bonuses? You may not know what I'm talking about, but if you're an affiliate marketer, you do. Do you have awesome products? Can I afford a traditional sales team? And I mean, have you developed an amazing product? I used to work for a manufacturer. We had this great product line, and it was one of the stupidest things in the world. It was a golf ball in a water globe, and you had to put the golf ball on a tee. It was a little game. No one actually understood it until they picked it up and went, "Oh man, this is harder than it looks." And people loved it. It was so hard to get off the ground. It was absolutely ridiculous. But that physical product, um, in order to get it into a store like, let's say Walmart, they wanted a lot of guarantees and kickbacks and a variety of other things. But the manufacturer I worked for was small, and they didn't like to take that kind of risk, that because they had no idea what doing business with Walmart was like because they had not placed any of their other products there. So this is an example of Walmart choosing winning products or losing products and determining what a manufacturer can make in profit. Now that's completely against my idea of what business is, because I think everybody deserves a fair profit. And I don't think anybody should be gouging anybody else. But in this case, I think it would only be fair to get a reasonable profit for a product that no one else has and no one else can make because it's patented, and so on and so forth. But anyway, join us tomorrow, day 3. Let's talk about how we can approach those two things. All right. Thank you guys very much. I will see you tomorrow.